session, which we are trying to do once a month. Let us see what happens. I am super thrilled to be here with all of you after a long time. How are you all doing? Who all is here? Drop a comment in the chat. Let me see that chat action going on just now. And you know why we are here together today is to celebrate a very wonderful, wonderful day, the International Day of Happiness. I thought we have all kind of days during the year, and this is the day that everybody should know exists, and everybody should celebrate, and everybody should enjoy, and everybody should spread the joy with other people. So I thought, why not get together and celebrate the International Day of Happiness? So actually, the exact date is tomorrow. The 20th of March is celebrated by the United Nations, declared by the United Nations as the International Day of Happiness. And right now is the Happiness Week. This entire week is the Happiness Week. That's how we are celebrating it. And I thought let's get together, talk a little bit about what happiness means to us, what makes us happy, what are the kind of things that fill us with joy, and spend some time together. Hello, Pratibha. Hi, Janvi. Oh, for some, yeah, okay. Hi, Bhumika. Yes, happy Happiness Week indeed. Wonderful. So, what does happiness mean to you? Put it in the comments here. What does happiness mean to you? This is a word we use often, right? Be happy, spread cheer, happiness. What does it actually mean to you? I want to know. What are the things that make you happy? Do we think about that often? Or do we just use this word? Navneeta is saying, happy, happy week. Yes, indeed. Happiness is peace of mind. Wonderful. That is so true, right? Even if things that normally give us happiness are happening around us, if our mind is not peaceful, if it is very unstable, if it is going to the past or to the future, we can't really enjoy what's happening in front of us and then we're not able to be happy. That's such a wonderful answer. Oh, Janvi, so sweet. She says, happiness to me is a smile on my mama's face. So sweet. 1, 2, 3, cooking is free says, baking cakes makes me happy. That's wonderful. Please send us some of the cakes that you're baking. We would love to eat and also get very happy. 1, 2, 3, cooking is free. Presence of mind. Spending time with friends makes me happy. That's so lovely what Pranjal is saying. Indeed, when you find those few people in your life who, when you see, immediately take your stress away and just fill you with so much positive energy, good vibes, that makes you happy, right? Lavinia, what a lovely name. Lavinia, I think, says, I'm happy when I'm able to be myself. So important. These days, a lot of us try to be something that we're not. We're actually afraid sometimes to be who we are. And when you have that complete freedom, when you take that freedom for yourself to be your authentic self, to show to the world without any fear, without any apprehensions who you are, that indeed is happiness. So wonderful. Love that. So, what are the different kinds of things that make you happy? And why are we talking about this, right? So, I saw this reel by Gurudev Rishi Ravi Shankar ji a couple of days ago. And in fact, he's spoken about this in the past, and I wanted to share this with you. Gurudev says, if you go and ask a school kid, are you happy? That kid will say that, no, once I go to college, I will be happy. That boy who's going to college looks like he's having a good time. And you go and ask that college kid if they are happy. The college kid is like, this is all good, but once I get a good job, a nice salary, good placement with a good CTC, then I'll be happy. And you go and find someone who has a job, they'll be like, I need a life partner. It's girlfriend, boyfriend. Once I get married, then I'll be happy. You find this couple who's married, ask them if they're happy. They will say, what? One tiny little baby, that's what we need, and then we'll be happy, right? And then you go and ask this couple who has a baby if they're happy. They'll be like, yeah, once our kid grows up, is well settled, is married, has his own kid, then we'll be happy. So Gurudev says, don't you see that it's ironic that day never comes? We keep postponing our happiness. So he says, be happy now. And that is something I wanted to share with all of you. That is something I wanted to talk, and that is why we are on this live session. See, that's something that I've realized also in life, right? That there will always be challenging situations in life. Like, think about this in your own circumstance, in your own life. Have you not seen that? Yes, good things keep coming one after the other, and challenging situations also keep coming. You feel like you've solved one thing and then another thing appears. You've solved that, something else appears. And if you let these challenging situations bring you down, then it's difficult because we keep postponing our happiness to when there is no challenge in life, and such a day is never going to come. So I feel like just see all the good that is happening to you in life, because I assure you there will always be more good happening with you than challenges, right? For example, if you just look at today, I can count hundreds of amazing things that have happened with myself that we usually take for granted. Like, for example, I woke up in a house. I have a house, right? And I have some place to live. I had breakfast today. I had lunch today. I got to meet my mom today. I spent time with my friends today. I get to work today. I get to sit in front of this phone and talk to all of you today. I have an internet connection through which I can do this. I have such a loving community with whom I can do this. I get to have dinner after this. I have clothes to wear. I have so many things to be grateful for, except that we don't really look at it like that because we take these things for granted, right? We don't every day get up and say thanks for our breakfast. We don't get up every day and say thanks for our clothes. But each and every one of these things is such a precious thing that we have in our life. And I feel if we start looking at life like that, with more and more gratitude for the things that are being showered on us, then you will see that happiness is your true nature. It is just who you are, right? So we were talking about this a couple of days ago, some friends and I, and we were like, is happiness something external that happens to you every now and then? Or is it something inside of you that you just have to uncover and see? It is already there inside of you. I want to know all of your thoughts. Do you think that happiness is like an external entity that, oh, once in a while you go and shake hands with it, you're like, oh, now it's there in my life for a little while? Or is it just a part of who you are? And it is something you have to just experience within again and again and again. And that's when I realized that it's always there. It just depends upon your mindset and how you want to look at things, right? If I ask any one of you now, if I say, in fact, let's do this exercise together, right? Just quickly out loud, wherever you are, just for yourself, list 5 things you're grateful for today, right? Wherever you are right now, just think about it. Like, what are 5 things you're grateful for? So I'll do it for me as well. I'm grateful for all of you that I get to sit here and chat with all of you and have like this deep, meaningful conversation. I am grateful for friends in my life who are with me here today and, helping me with my work or helping me process things in life. I'm grateful for a loving family that I can depend upon. I'm grateful for all the food I've eaten today. Everything was so tasty, so good. And I am grateful for this body. This body is healthy, this body is moving, this body is jumping, sometimes crazy, and it's there, it's allowing me to live. And what are things you are grateful for? Priya is saying, my daughter. That's such a, yeah, it's wonderful, right? Posy vibes and confident, and probably they're saying they're grateful for that. Bhumika is saying happiness is a part of who we are. True happiness can never depend on extrinsic factors. So true. Pranjal says that they're grateful for friends or job, food on my plate, healthy body, and my spiritual practices. There are so many things to be grateful for. And I think it's so important that we keep reminding ourselves again and again, and not just reminding ourselves like a robotic exercise, but just genuinely seeing and, just being like, wow, I am blessed with so much, right? And that elevates that factor of happiness within you. It makes it easier for you to come back to that state of mind again and again. Instead, if we cultivate a mindset where we always look at all the things that are going not so good in our life, then it becomes tougher to come back to your happy place, right? Because, yeah, we all have challenges, there's no doubt. And we can look at it like a game, like a fun challenge to solve and move ahead in life, rather than letting it drag us down and zapping us of our energy and taking away our happiness from us. Sandra says that she's grateful for an ability to be independent. That's amazing. Janvi says grateful for moving, grateful for meeting small puppies, grateful for my favorite me time, good health. See, there are so many beautiful things that we all can be grateful for. And I'm so happy. I love, you know what? Please put everything in the chat. Even if I don't read each of your answers out loud, trust me, the moment the session is over, I immediately go back to all of the live chats and I read everything, because this for me right here is beautiful, healthy, meaningful conversation. So I love that. Look, Posse Vibes is saying we're able to digest our food, we're able to eat, able to sleep, and so many people can't do that. That's true. Have you ever thought about what is happening in this amazing body of ours? Do you know how the digestion is happening? Do you know all these amazing abilities our bodies have developed through millions of years of evolution, and we don't even know that, and it's just happening for us. There is so much to be grateful for, right? And in fact, when the United Nations declared March 20th as the International Day of Happiness, they did this in 2012, I think. They defined happiness as a basic right that every human being should have access to, right? And that's a huge thing because we actually don't think like that. We think, okay, sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm not. We're just going through life, experiencing different emotions. But if you sit and really think about it from that perspective, that happiness is the basic human right that everybody should have access to, it's kind of mind blowing. And that made me think about how can we realize this? Because that's not an easy thing to say. Like, I can't go and force someone to be happy. I can't say this is your basic human right, you better be happy, right? It doesn't work like that. So I thought about it. Then I thought about what are things that I do in my life that make me full of joy and that make me, happy, that give me the energy to share happiness. And I thought we'll also discuss some of those things. So, all of you also, please think about this and put it in the chat so that we can all learn from each other. What are things that you do as part of your daily routine or as part of like your regular, living habits that fill you with joy, that give you happiness? Let's see if there's something we can learn from each other here. And I'll share with you, right? The most important thing that I do for myself is taking time out in the morning to practice my Sudarshan Kriya and do my meditation. And these things genuinely fill me with so much energy and they make me happy. So when I practice my Sudarshan Kriya, when I do the meditation, it has the power to transform emotions into joy. You know what I mean? We're all human beings, so we all go through a range of emotions. There is sadness, there is guilt, there is regret, there is anger, there is jealousy. There are many things that go through us that doesn't make us a bad person. It's just human beings go through that, right? But when you meditate, you have the power to harness all of this energy and make it into joy. And it also gives you inner strength and energy to help other people, put a smile on somebody else's face. So that is the best thing that I do for myself every day that fills me with joy. The second thing that I do is eat healthy food, it just makes me happy while I'm eating also. And even afterwards, I don't feel very lethargic, right? Like if I'm not eating like fried food or biryanis all the time, which maybe when you're eating it makes you feel okay, but after that you don't really feel full of energy, very bright, right? So the right kind of food makes me very happy. And sleeping properly makes me very, very happy. Sleeping on time, getting up on time, sleeping for a good 7 hours makes me really happy. So these are things in my life, three things, right? Meditation, good food, proper sleep, which leave me energized in the day and make me feel very happy. Let me see what all of you are sharing. Navneeta is saying, I write my personal anecdotes about mundane stuff for people and feel happy to see that they relate to me. And that's how, and they feel, oh, that's how I feel too. Yeah, that's so wonderful. And that makes you so connected with people. You're like, oh, we're not that different. We all share these common perspectives. We're all relatable to each other on some level or the other. And that's wonderful. Dilse is saying that walking makes them happy. Absolutely. Walking makes my dad so happy. He walks for like an hour and a half every day, does like 15 to 20,000 steps a day, and that keeps him fit and happy. That's so wonderful. Meditation, mantra chanting, talking with my friends and mother about life makes me happy, says Chetali. That is so wonderful. Love this. Painting makes Debendranath happy. Wow. Bhumika is saying, can you please explain what Sudarshan Kriya is? So the Sudarshan Kriya is a very powerful breathing technique that combines certain types of, pranayamams and meditation. And it's basically taught by the Art of Living. I am an Art of Living teacher, so I teach people how to do the Kriya. And the Kriya, a lot of science and research has been done on it. It really transforms you at a cellular level. It has been proven to change your brain waves, to give you better brain waves that reduce stress and anxiety and make you more calm and capable of taking better decisions, of processing stress better, or basically going through life in a more elevated state. That is what the Sudarshan Kriya is. Kritika is saying feeding hungry people makes me happy. That is so wonderful. That is such a wonderful thing to do. Fanika is saying making food makes me happy. Yes. Isn't that wonderful? And spending time with nature makes me happy. So I just want, since we're celebrating the happiness week this entire week, and tomorrow is the International Day of Happiness, I would love if all of us could just think about this. What are things that make us happy, and how can we spread this joy to other people out there? In fact, this year's International Day of Happiness theme, so every year there's a theme, and 2025 has a theme as well, is caring and sharing, right? So can we care for the people around us and put a smile on their face? Can we share whatever we have with people around us, with animals around us, with beings around us, and maybe make their day slightly better? Maybe if they were sad, like just bring a little bit of joy into their life. I think in today's world, it's very easy to kind of go into your own shell, because everything is just at our fingertips by a few clicks on our phones, right? Want to order food? Simple, sit at your home and do. Want to book a ride? Go to Uber or Ola. Want to order groceries? Go to Instamart or Blinkit. Want to get something done in a beauty parlor? Don't have to get out of your house. Go to Urban Company and book someone, and they'll come home and they'll do it for you, right? Everything is so easily available at our phones. And also, if you want to interact with people, you don't really have to go out. Oh, I can do it sitting at home on social media. I have so many apps to do this. So what is happening is it's breaking off human connections and human ties at a crazy unimaginable level, which has never happened before, and we don't know what the effects of this are going to be, right? Over time, we will already you can see that depression and anxiety are rising, especially amongst youth. So I think it's so important that we start making real human connections, have real human ties. I mean, humans are social animals, right? To go out there, express love, express care, express connection with other people. If you have not stepped out in more than 24 hours and gone and spoken with someone, take this as your little sign to go out and do that. Just go and make connection, even if it's with a stranger. Go and meet your neighbor, go to the park and talk to someone, call up a friend and say, hey, let's have dinner tonight, and show that you care. It's helpful not only for them, it's also very helpful for yourself, right? For our own mental stability, our mental health. These connections, these ties are so very, very important, so necessary. And it's so in line with this year's theme as well, caring and sharing. So, what I thought would be a great idea is if we could do two things this week, two acts of spreading happiness. So, one is do an act that shows someone that you care. Let's put some examples here in the chat. What do you think is an act that shows someone that you care? Let me see. I'm going to see what you all suggest. I'll give you some of my own examples, right? For example, let's say it's only your mom who cooks in the house every day. Maybe tonight or tomorrow you go and say, hey, you don't do anything tonight or tomorrow, whenever, right? This week, one of the meal is completely on me. I'm going to cook it. You don't have to do anything. Show her that you care. Or maybe you cook something for your security guard bhaiya and go and give him and show that you care. Say that, hey, I pass you every day and maybe I don't say hi to you, maybe we don't lock eyes, but just go and show that you care this week. Why don't we do that? So that is one of the things. And the second thing is sharing, right? So take something that you have, whether you have it in large quantities or even if you think you have it in very small quantities, take a little bit of something that you have and go and give it to someone who might want it, who might need it, who might not have the means to get it, and just share. This is something that is really going to change the other person's day, really going to put a smile on their face. And you will realize that when you start sharing things that you have, you will start to see abundance in your own life, right? Typically, we feel like, what about me? I don't have this. This is not going great for me. It's all about me, 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 me. If you can just step out of that boundary a little bit and share something with another person, care for another person, you will see that your life will start to change and so many wonderful things will happen for you. It's magical. There is no doubt about it. I've experienced this myself. So, two things. If we can do two such acts this week, Don't you think it'll be a better world by the end of this week? Let's all do that. And whenever you do something like this, if it's a place where you can take a photo or a video, please take a photo or a video and post it on Instagram and tag me. I would love to reshare your stories so that we just spread the word around that hey, it's Happiness Week, it's International Day of Happiness. So more and more people know about this, more and more people celebrate this, more and more people spread the joy, spread the happiness, and it's just an overall better place to live. So let's do this together. See, I love this. All of you are saying what are things that you are going to do. Kritika is saying taking parents out. Absolutely. Please do that. Take them to a nice place with a cuisine that they would like. Maybe like on a date night, the three of you, you and your parents. Take a photo, post it on Instagram, tag me, Kritika. I would love to reshare. And also, please, you can write over there International Day of Happiness so that people know something like this is there, a wonderful day to celebrate. Navneeta says, cook a meal for my mother in law and her friends, most of who live alone. Basically, organize a fun party for them. Love this idea. I might steal it as well. It's just so wonderful. Um, Spreading some food at Triveni Ghat. Yes, why not? That is such a wonderful idea. Yes. What else are you guys going to do? Put it here, and I would love to see all of that. And I know all of you are putting a lot of comments. I'm not able to go through all of that, but I promise, once the live is done, I will go and read all of it. So please put all your comments over here. Kritika is saying, I love to motivate my students. Pooja is asking, can you suggest stress coping method, please? The best way to cope with stress is meditate. Meditate every single day. Just take 10-15 minutes for yourself. And if you're a complete beginner, you do not know how to meditate, then you can always go on YouTube. Personally, I follow guided meditations there by Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, or even The Art of Living. You can just type it and you will get lots of different guided meditations. Or if you want to learn how to meditate yourself, there's actually a meditation course starting this Friday. So it's sorry, what am I saying? It's taught by this amazing man who's one of my spiritual mentors. You can sign up for that course. I've posted about this course on my Instagram stories. You can go and check it there or send me a DM and I'll help you with the link to register for the course. So that's the best way to cope with stress for sure. Raghavendra is like, how to calm down wife. I don't know because I don't have a wife. I have a husband. I'll tell you how to calm down a husband. Dev Bhurani, hello. Okay. Okay, there are a lot of other questions as well, and we will do that in a little bit. But basically, I just want to wish all of you a very, very wonderful International Day of Happiness, which is tomorrow. Make sure you talk about it, spread the news about it. Everyone should know that tomorrow is International Day of Happiness. See, there's a lot of negative news being spread all the time, and well enough, there might be negative things happening in society. We do have to talk about it, but there's also wonderful things like this happening. And if we don't talk about it, we don't make a nice noise about it, then people won't know. So do something positive tomorrow, do something positive this week, show people that you care for them, show people that you can share with them, and make the world a better place. And tag me on Instagram. I will reshare all of your stories. All right. They were saying, please come live frequently. I'm actually trying to come live once every month, and let's see if we can keep that streak going. Because honestly, I love this. I love having a nice chat with all of you, and I'm also great at talking nonstop, is what I've realized in these live sessions. And we can just keep going and on and on and on and on. But yeah. Okay. Deekshita is saying, how to be so energetic and happy like you. Well, there are a few things. I'm actually posting shorts tomorrow, a reel tomorrow, where I talk about 5 essentials to a happy and healthy life. All of the things that I do that fill me with energy, that fill me with positivity, I've shared in this shorts, so you can see it there. In fact, I made that shorts for the International Day of Happiness, right? Lilac is saying they're going to gift something to my grandparents. That's so lovely. Rami is saying, can you speak anything in Hindi? Your Hindi accent is so sweet. मैं हिंदी में बात कर सकती हूँ. हाँ, मेरा हिंदी एक्सेंट थोड़ा सा फनी है क्योंकि मैं साउथ से हूँ, एंड अगर आपको हंसना है आप प्लीज हंस सकते हो. Okay, all right. What else? What else is going on? I love reading I'm just reading all of the comments here, and it's making me feel very, very happy. Anvesha is saying, I would love to improve my creative artwork. This makes me happy. Just keep doing it, and I'm sure you'll get better and better and better. Oh no, Doja Cat is saying, I feel so underconfident because of my stretch marks. Any tips? I'll tell you what, the only tip I have for you is you wake up every day in the morning, you hug yourself, and you tell your body you're beautiful. Just thank your body for letting you be alive, for carrying your soul, for letting you do all the things you're doing in life. Tell your body again and again and tell yourself that you are beautiful. The stretch marks are a part of you. Touch those stretch marks and say, the stretch marks are also beautiful. Okay? Anybody who makes you feel any less because of these things, the problem is with them, sweetheart. It is not with you. You just be super confident. Be confident of your body, be confident of who you are, and tell yourself every day that you're beautiful. Not beautiful. Tell yourself you're the most beautiful every day. I do this every day. I get up in the morning and I tell myself I'm the most fortunate, I'm the most important, and I'm the most beautiful. Because guess what? In my life, I am all of those things. And in your life, you are all of those things. Just get up and tell yourself that. Um, okay. Oh, it's so wonderful, all of your comments. Bhumika is saying how to overcome procrastination. I actually made a couple of videos about this. So just search for it on YouTube, maybe say Anita Bokepalli procrastination, and there should be two videos. And hopefully that should help you because I don't think I can answer that just like in 1 minute on a live, but I've made full-fledged videos there. Kamalanjali is saying, హాయ్ అక్క ఎలా ఉన్నారు హాయ్ చెల్లమ్మ చాలా బాగున్నాను నువ్వు ఎలా ఉన్నావు ఏం జరుగుతుంది నా మదర్ టంగ్ తెలుగు దట్ వాజ్ ద నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ Okay. All right. So many comments. I'm going to read all of these later. And in short, okay, one last question we're going to do. Samiksha is saying, ma'am, when I say I can't control my brain and I eat, and after eating, I regret myself and gone into depression. Just take a deep breath and breathe out. There is nothing wrong in eating. We're human beings. We need to eat and go on. Just make right choices for your food. If you're eating unhealthy stuff, remove all of those things from your fridge, from your pantry, from your kitchen, from your home, and fill your home with healthy stuff. Buy lots of fresh fruits, vegetables, leafy greens, makanas, good milk. Fill your pantry, your fridge, your kitchen with things that are good to eat. Uninstall all the apps from where you're ordering online and getting unhealthy stuff. And whatever you have there, before eating, put it on your plate. Look at it with love. That food is going to become a part of you. Look at it with that devotion, that gratitude, that love. Say thanks and eat it with love. Slowly, this habit will change. And don't put pressure on yourself, okay? Don't worry. You don't have to become depressed because you ate something that you didn't want to eat. It's fine. Just chill. May I know your native place? I was born in Hyderabad. And how are you? I am very good, Sahana. Okay, what's the best compliment? I know I said that one last question, and still I'm reading a lot of comments, and I'm still going to answer some more because I'm sorry, I'm having too much fun. Okay, I'm not about to go just now. What's the best compliment you've ever received? Well, Meera, the best compliment is the compliment I give myself every day in the morning. Like I said just now, a couple of minutes ago, I get up and I say three things to myself every day in the morning. I am the most beautiful, the most important, and the most fortunate. I say these three things to myself, and that's the best compliment, and I give it to myself every single day. All righty. Lots of love to all of you. And have a very good day tomorrow. Enjoy this week. Keep spreading joy. And just notice how the joy in your life grows manifold when you spread it to other people. The moment you put the smile on someone else's face, the smiles keep coming back into your life over and over again. And please remember, you are all so blessed. You're all so fortunate, all of us, right? The very fact that we can sit here, we have some kind of device, we have some kind of data connection, whether a Wi-Fi connection or enough money for data on our phone. We're able to sit, watch this. We have some time where we can do that. Itself is a huge indication of how fortunate we are. So take all of that good fortune, be very thankful for it, and share it with more and more people. Lots of love to all of you. Bye, my Laddus. See you soon.